APC setting traps for Tinubu, Atiku's camp reveals. An AD of Atiku Abubakar, the 2023 presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Daniel Buala, has accused the All Progressives Congress (APC) of setting up landmines for the president-elect Bola Tinubu. Buala spoke in reaction to the controversy over the planned removal of fuel subsidy by the President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government. Buala recalled how APC promised to remove fuel subsidy within 18 months, but had failed to do so. In a tweet, Buala wrote, "You remember when all Promise Council (APC) promised to remove fuel subsidy before the deadline as provided by the PIA? Well, June 1st will make it 18 months max limit, but yesterday they decided to abandon it, thereby setting up a landmine for the president-elect. Recall that the National Economic Council (NEC) had deliberated on the issue extensively and concluded that it would not be wise to remove subsidy while the new administration is trying to settle down. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Ahmed Zainab, said the federal government would interface with relevant stakeholders like the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and other petroleum marketers. So they didn't do all of that since. She said the existing committee that has been discussing the fuel subsidy issue needed to be expanded to enable more input from concerned Nigerians. Can you imagine flimsy excuse that they are giving? So what have they done for 8 years? They couldn't set up a committee that could discuss removal of fuel subsidy for 8 years. Now they are not able to remove it. In 2012, former President Goodluck Jonathan's bold attempt to do away with subsidies sparked widespread protests nationwide. Many Nigerians argued that the policy would increase the cost of living and hardship for ordinary citizens. Labor unions, civil society organizations, and opposition political parties, including the then opposition, the All Progressive Congress, led the protest. Yes, they led the protest. However, the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government had announced that the subsidy policy would end by June, when the budget for the initiative would expire. The timeline coincided with the end of Buhari's government, second term as the president, the maximum allowed by the constitution. Can you imagine? So what Buhari is saying now, all right, is that, of course, he said it, that they will not remove this subsidy again because it will be injustice to the new administration, but Tinubu's government that is coming in while settling down shouldn't settle down with problems. But they promised to remove this thing within 18 months. They promised to remove this thing when they get to power. Now they've been in power for 8 years. They could not set up a committee. They could not do anything to remove it. It is now that their government is coming to an end is when they plan to remove it. Now they are abandoning it. But when Goodluck Jonathan planned to do this in 2012, everybody was fighting, including Tunde Bakare, who created Occupy Nigeria. Okay, all of them were fighting tooth and nail. Now they are not able to do it. I said it that this government, as bad as Goodluck Jonathan government was, it's shown that it's better than Buhari government. And like I say in the thing, if you follow the trend, by the time Buhari leaves and Tinubu enters, everybody will say Buhari government is better because Tinubu government is going to actually get to the worst. So Buala has come out to tell APC that they are setting trap for Tinubu to enter. That is the truth, because that subsidy thing will evidently haunt Tinubu. Tinubu is already saying that subsidy will be removed, no going back. The same way Buhari says subsidy will be removed, no going back. The same way Jonathan boldly started the removal, no going back. Now, this shows that the issue of subsidy is bigger than the government, because the individuals involved are probably the kingmakers and cannot be touched. That is what I see here. So let them stop telling us about removals of subsidy, because they don't have the lever to remove it. They can't contend with the power that be to remove it. That is what I see here. and they're using it to chop. Probably by the time Tinubu enter, he will see the benefit of that removal. That is not only the importance of the petroleum product are the people chopping, all of them are chopping, including the people in government. This is a very terrible one. So Boala has said that APC is sending trap for Tinubu to enter, setting up landmines for him. Now, a few comments here. Somebody said Nigerians are still waiting for the legitimate winner of the last election before we begin to care about news updates. Okay, you will still wait till you enter your grave. Can you imagine? That must be an APC person talking. Biafrans, not Nigerians, are still waiting for whatever. Okay, Nigerians already have a president-elect. Nigeria don't have a president-elect. A lot of people are already saying they don't even have a president. That is the truth. How does that affect you? Tinubu will not be sworn in. Buhari knows this, and what they are doing is actually with a clear understanding that Obi is coming. Just relax, wait and see. Okay? Mr. Deceiver, Daydreamer, don't worry. Thank God you recognize BAT as president-elect. He is not. Voila. Does it mean that you don't have job in PDP? Why are you concentrating on APC matters? I pity you. You better cover your eyes from shame and disgrace to come back to APC because you don't know what is left for you to do. Somebody is now trying to tease Boala because he left APC for PDP. Now they're trying to tease him. Not be only. So busybodies, PDP should mind their business. What is their business? So what the guy is saying is the truth. Lawyer Boala, mind your business. Busybody, they are just coming out for him here. It is none of PDP's business. Don't worry. The fact remains that both PDP and APC have expired. Both PDP and APC have expired, and definitely Nigerians will make a change. The change that Nigerians are yearning for will definitely come to pass. It will come one day. No two ways about it. Because this country, we are tired. PDP has stayed for 12 years. APC has stayed for 8 years. And that is altogether 16 years and 8 years. That's altogether 24 years. And we've seen that the 24 years is just useless. Okay? 24 years of bad democracy, bad governance all around. So we need to also test another party, and that is the way to go. So whether they like it or not, that change that Nigerians are yearning for will come one day, and Nigeria will have fresh air to breathe. That is the way it will go. Quite unfortunate that we're in a country where honesty is dead, patriotism is dead, and everything good is dead. Social amenity is dead. Cost of living is at the rooftop. Joblessness everywhere. Insecurity is the worst. Quite unfortunate. Government officials who are in position to fix things are rather running out of the country with Nigerian money to fix their life abroad. That is how bad it is now in Nigeria.